and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the Perfect World Masters, taking a look at game number 3 here as we hop into this one. It is Vega Squadron versus NaVi. I'm Lyrical, joined as well this time by Allison. My man, you're up. You got your open mic on. All is well in the world. How you doing?
10 seconds remaining.
I had my open mic on.
You know, I secretly said that because I was like,
remaining.
Okay, he just got back in time to cast this last game for us. And I know that he was playing Dota last night. It always happens.
Dire team badge.
Oh, you're right. Thank you for the reminder.
No problem.
Radiant
How you doing though?
team
Did you got a chance to catch some of the last series or last game I saw as well? Any thoughts on the Vega versus NaVi matchup at all? Because we saw Vega about a week or so ago, and they really did not look as nearly as good as they do now.
Yeah, I was very surprised to see that it was 1-up
10
for
seconds
Vega.
remaining.
I mean, unfortunately for them, they did lose last game, but I'm just looking at the draft from the first game, and I mean we're seeing some interesting picks here.
Yeah, Bane is back in full effect. Game number 1 was just, I feel like it was a heavy outdraft by Vega. They took a CK last for NaVi, and then Vega were like last pick Medusa, and they just couldn't do anything. It was just over.
Yeah, well, the whole draft was just very strange from NaVi altogether. I feel like it was definitely too much run at you type of lineup, and then Vega they pick up the Viper, the Earthshaker, as well as the Medusa. All three of these heroes very good at stopping you in your tracks. And last game, I think like last game, it was too reliant on the Morphling to carry you. The Mirana just didn't have enough farm to be like too effective, and since they weren't exactly that far ahead, Doom wasn't able to start things off as well, and Morphling wasn't, that 6-slotted monster you normally see. So NaVi, they had some really good answers for that Doom and for a potential swap initiation. Just by having the Centaur there, I mean, it kind of changes everything.
I speak for the trees.
Well, and the other thing that I sort of noticed here as well was that you had like, it was the last pick Brood, I felt like, that put that extra pressure on. And so both games, it's kind of been a last pick hero that's been the thing that's thrown the wrench in the works for whatever team is trying to build their strategy. And this time it's going to be Vega with the last pick. We'll see if that ends up being something that comes back as well. But Nature's Prophet and then Monkey King and now Sven taken. I can't believe Nature's Prophet has gotten through this whole series pretty much. This hero still seems so good to me.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with you. I think like some teams just don't feel as scared of it. I think like unless you have a player who's so good at it, they don't really worry about it. They think like, okay, we'll take I think like Team Spirit, or not Team Spirit, Team Secret, for example. Every time they just let people pick Nature's Prophet first pick, and if they ever see it, they're just like, okay, we're gonna take Spirit Breaker and one other hero that can catch you, and that's it. And the answer is already there.
Wow. Yeah, it ain't bad at all. I don't mind that one bit. What do you think about the Monkey King, though? Talk to me a little bit about that, because he's sort of been seeing a little bit more play, but more often than not as a core, and I feel like this is again going to be most likely the mid role that we've been seeing him in. Do you agree with that, or do you think that he could go somewhere else?
I think we've seen a lot of him in the mid, but the thing about him is that he's very flexible. They might not even put him there if they think the matchup is too terrible. But the option is always there, because if NaVi end up picking a melee core, for example, which they probably won't since the Drow Ranger has already showed up, so they might end up moving Monkey King and then pick something else for mid.
Okay, I wouldn't mind that, particularly since there's the Drow Ranger. Like if they take, I mean, Viper's already been banned out by them actually. If they took something like what destroys Monkey King mid, like a sniper? Does that really own his life?
Anything that can outrange him to the point where you just cannot get Jingu is really good. So I think Sniper is fine. I think Queen of Pain, Shadow Fiend are all fine as well. But I don't really feel comfortable with some of those heroes. I think Queen of Pain might be okay, but you're against an Earthshaker and a Bane, so that's kind of scary. Somewhere down the line, Monkey King also does make it very difficult for you, because all it takes is one Boundless Strike to set things off, and you just get chain stunned. Yeah, so you definitely want something durable. Like, I was gonna say Viper, but I mean they banned it out themselves. So
yeah. OD, is that too weird?
OD doesn't sound that bad. But you have to remember
10
too, they have
seconds
last
remaining.
pick, so you don't really know how they're gonna lane this.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
And like you said, then you switch it up and maybe it's a Vega squadron and then end up taking like a sniper themselves to deal with the OD or something. I don't know. There's a lot of different things that could be tough. Well, last pick now for NaVi. The one thing that we do know for sure is, well, I guess we don't even know that it's mid. I guess it could be Drow Ranger mid if they really want to do that. Doesn't sound like a Dendy hero though. Ooh, what about the Invoker? Do you like that?
Radiant
I think that would work.
team pick.
Wind Ranger
Whoa!
at your service.
Wind Ranger.
All right, you ready for the strat? You
All
sprout
right, what's
them,
the strat?
you shackle them. Easy.
Oh, this strat is like mad old,
Really?
extremely old. Yeah, this is nothing new.
10 seconds
The
remaining.
weird. Okay, so this is the thing too. The the combo. It makes so much sense too.
5
And the
seconds
sad part
remaining.
is that it's so unreliable because for some odd reason the tree angles like will never line up with your power shot. It's like it's still a very high success rate, but not high enough to the point where you'll always see it succeed. It's actually really strange.
Yeah. That's pretty funny. I'd be curious if that, you know, I'm sure it's something that we're going to see at some point this game. Maybe not. Maybe it's too it's tough to tell. But Vega Squadron, last pick for them. Does Monkey King do okay against Wind Ranger, do you think?
Oh, he doesn't even do anything to her.
Okay.
what can you do to her?
Choose
They have to
your
pick a
hero.
different mid.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be doing. Oh, this is actually very worrisome for Vega because like it's really obvious that at this point Monkey King is gonna be their third core. It's not even like a support Monkey King.
Yeah.
And I think NaVi are gonna be able to just follow him around and just make sure that he just cannot get anything out of the laning phase. Even if the Sven farms, whatever, they're gonna shut down the Monkey King at least. And if they just leave the Monkey King to fend for himself, and it gives a lot of space for the rest of the lanes to get harassed in. So, I mean, you're going to be dealing with two supports who might be moving around as well as a Nature's Prophet TPing, and it's not going to be a fun laning
10
phase for
seconds remaining.
Vega.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to
5
watch what that
seconds
Monkey King is
remaining.
capable of getting out of his lane. Maybe it does just become a thing where he has to, like, sacrifice himself for the greater good of the real you, gain a lot of farm and then catch up later. But if that's actually possible or not, I guess this is the other strat. You take Boundless Strike level 1 and just use it to CS. Is that the way to play it? All right, I'm done. I'm sorry, I'm done. Okay, so lane setups then for Vega Squadron. Do you try and like what's the big thing that the Monkey King or the Sven is going to be worried about? Is it like are they that concerned with like Drow Ranger being in their lane, or how do you feel about that? Are they going to go aggro themselves?
So, I think the most important thing right now is both teams have to smoke out and drop wards, like very deep wards, because both sides need to figure out where people are going. Vega is going to have the best time if they're able to match up the Sven against a Nature's Prophet, because no one else is going to have a very easy time except for the Sven. That's kind of why you pick it.
Yeah.
So they need to make absolutely sure that Sven matches up against the Nature's Prophet, whether he's solo or 1v2, whatever. He just has to be there. And I think the other two lanes most likely are going to be dual lanes. I think Monkey King most likely should be laning with the Earthshaker, probably mid lane. I actually think even though you're against a Windrunner, I think you just put the Monkey King with Earthshaker in the mid lane and settle with farm. And then on the side lane, you put Bane with Mirana, so that there's actually a way that you can pressure a lane.
Okay. Bane and Mirana side lane together. I guess that, like, it does feel, though, that G has wanted to pretty much stick in his lane if he's possible to. Like, last time around, they even ended up giving him the lane against the Brood. There wasn't really another great answer either, though. And sacrifice himself in that way. Like, do you think it's really bad if the Monkey King does just get shut down? Or is it okay if Sven, still is able to farm?
I think as long as Sven is able to farm, it should be okay, because at least Monkey King has tools to make himself useful in in the game, even without items. Sven, not exactly the same situation, so they just have to make sure that Sven is able to farm, and I would say that you need at least G to be able to farm as well. Like just 2 out of 3 having an okay-ish time would allow them to fight into a Drow lineup. Like
Okay.
if they only have 1 core with farm, I wouldn't be surprised if a Drow lineup just like annihilated them. So.
All right, I'm going to just try and do a couple little production-y things, see if there's some type of issue. But talk to me about what's going on early on. Ward placed down by Snako. It looks like Vega actually want to fight early.
It looks like it. I mean, the thing is, both sides they're looking for early. Oh, Snako, he dropped the ward too, and he's gonna get caught.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the arrow. That's everything. Yeah, he is super dead. Well, is he?
No, he's fine. He just wanted to make sure they give it to G. That's all.
Okay.
First blood.
And I'm sure they saw him place down that
all
ward,
alone.
right? Or maybe they thought that he didn't actually place it. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't expect him to ward right at that moment, because they think like, oh, he was revealed, so
Right,
just
so he's
wanted
not
to
going to
run.
place it.
30
yeah.
seconds to battle.
Yeah, that's the thing. We'll see if they end up going for the D word. They actually placed one right next to it, so yeah, I guess that they didn't know
yeah, they
about
actually
it.
don't know.
All right, fair enough.
Well, they got something going their way. That first blood.
Yeah. I mean, that's sort of value-ish. Well, General, he's going to come over here now. They do not have Stormbolt leveled up, and with NaVi spreading, they should be able to get this rune as well. So runes all go in the way of NaVi. Little treants are going to come over and punch Bane right in the back of the head.
So it looks like they're going to put Earthshaker with the Monkey King in the off lane, and Bane will be laning with Sven. I'm actually kind of surprised that they went with this instead.
What
I
do you
think it's
the thought
definitely.
is?
I think they just want to make sure the Sven has a good time, but I think it's not really worth it if your mid laner has to suffer like this.
Yeah.
Because he gets absolutely no help here, and he's going to get mana burn over and over again by Roger now.
Arrow. Roger not able to block that one with his body to make sure he doesn't get the last hit, but instead it's going to be a kill up in the top lane. Slayer actually finds the kill on Snako, so getting a bit too far forward. At least something going their way there. That's
How,
the
though?
2 first kills.
How did that happen?
I don't know, man. I just give up on trying to figure these things out. They will keep the pressure on the Afterlife here. Even though he's got the 4-man shield, he's still taking a lot of right clicks and the Thunderstrike damage as well as Snako.
Oh, another fissure maybe?
They're looking for him. They block him off. There are trees to go into, but the Boundless Strike comes out. He needs to count to 4 now. Is he going to be able to get there? Snako in trouble. They're trying to get that kill. He's going to walk away. Snako almost killing him off, but not quite. And
he gets
another
punched.
kill.
To the dust.
And Slayer's got some big old fists here.
Oh, Crystallize.
Is he down?
He's so
What?
low. Yeah, he still had Jingu, so he just fissured Boundless Strike. Okay, I can see why this lineup is or these 2 heroes are paired together. I mean, if you get Jingu stacks, you basically have 2 fissures that end up doing like, I don't know, it's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, he was brought down to about like a 3rd HP, and Roger now realized he needs to come and help out the rest of his squad. Or he just needs to pick up the bounty runes and then
Oh, bottom lane.
get back there. Now, General getting ran down. They don't quite have the ability to catch up to him yet. They do have a Nightmare, and with the Brain Sap as well, they find the kill. So Vega Squadron, 4-0 already. And the Shackle mid, NaVi, is he going to get it? No! They're able to jump away from the Impale, and, well, the TP rotation is coming in right now. They want to try and find the kill. G is still taking some damage, but not dead as of yet. Afterlife, in the meantime, takes down Crystallized, but G will finally go down by virtue of the treants, I think. It'll take a little while,
Yeah,
but they get him.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
All right, well, Vega are proving me very wrong. They are doing absolutely fine in the laning phase, not having any issues. This dual lane off lane is just much stronger than I anticipated.
And Slayer, he blocks off Seneko again. Time to count up. He doesn't quite get the Jingu up and used, but not going to be able to find the kill onto him. Crystallize still just not doing enough damage, and that poor man's shield. Super value. Another shackle. They got him. Impale follows. They do have the Bane in the area, though, and the rotation coming in again. The arrow comes out. Can they kill off Dendi? No. He's going to be able to walk away. General might go down, though. The Bane, manning up, trying to take down everybody. Doesn't have enough mana for another Brain Sap, but Dendi needs to take that tower aggro off of him before things get too scary. The catch is there from Slayer, but Dendi will still make the escape.
Man, this Earthshaker has so much gold right now. Holding on to Arcanes this early into the game just makes moving around the map so much easier. You never have to worry about your mana pool. And now that Sven has a decent enough start, he's gonna be able to solo this Nature's Prophet.
Is ours.
Well, in spite of the fact that they're very clearly ahead in kills, 7-2.
Wait, top lane again.
CIS, crystallized.
No.
Just Fissure, Boundless Strike, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Double damage.
He hit him 2 times, 3
Dire's
times or
top
something.
tower is under attack.
And then Fissure comes out, blocks him, he hits him one more time, gets Jingu. Well, actually, no, he had the Boundless to slow him down for the Fissure, but doesn't even need the Jingu for the extra damage.
Is this the new combo? Like, look at his skill build, too. He's going 2-0-2.
Oh no, this is standard.
Oh, it is? Okay, I feel like when we see farming Monkey Kings, they tend to get more points in Tree Dance to farm.
Some people, they like to get like 2 points of Jingu first, and then they do that, they'll go like Boundless, ulti Boundless, and then they max Primal Spring to farm.
Yeah.
I've seen some players go 1 in Jingu, but I think they usually just stop at 1 or 2. That's basically the build. Uh-oh, Seneko, not again.
Yep. They're on the wrong side of the fissure. And Roger needs to get his levels up here. Doesn't have Jingu yet. They're caught out. He needs to get away, trying to run. Boundless Strike, a little bit off the mark. And the Nightmare means that he will escape. Meanwhile, they take down Roger somehow, and all of that. Slayer gets a double kill, killing spree for him, basically. But it looks like he will finally pay for his early.
I mean, he did his job.
Yeah.
3, 1, and 5, pretty effective.
Yeah, it's 10-3 right now. They're having an amazing start.
I mean, the thing is too, though, there's a lot of movement going around the map right now. So even though it's 10-3, oh no, top lane crystallized, he's getting caught out again.
Yeah.
I think this might be it for him. He's gonna get Jingu.
Yeah. One more time. Afterlife, 3-0-5. I mean, yeah, you're talking about there's a lot of movement. The CS isn't really into their favor still that much.
I mean, it's a lot of kills, so 2,000 gold, nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, because of that, it means that there is hope for NaVi to recover off the back of, you know, Dendi having a good mid game. But, uh-oh, the whole combo's coming through. Oh, General, what a play.
Oh my god, summoning the tree, so that way it was going to be able to block that arrow. And now, maybe even turning this back around and killing off G instead? Is he going to end up falling? Yes. They get that kill. Another Sprout laid down. Almost killing off Dendi, 30 HP. But he gets away. Man, raindrops save lives, but
yeah,
Boundless Strike is going to end Seneko's life.
I mean, that's super worth it for NaVi. That was like everyone needing to come in, pretty much, except for Sven, just to make sure that they get something out of that rotation. Oh, look, see, you see that combo? Does nothing.
Yeah. How did that not latch?
I'm telling you, the angle is just very strange. But they get the kill anyways.
Peace out.
All right.
Denny's gonna have to put the team on his back after this laning stage. But I mean, they're kind of clawing their way back in. It's 12-5. It's about 2,000 gold net worth. Was getting close to 3K earlier.
Yeah.
I like to also note that Dendy's build is pretty much maxing out the shackle shot at this point because of that potential sprout shackle.
Yeah. I'm wondering if they should even summon the trees on like the far side of the hero, So you have like twice the possibility of shackling, you know?
Yes.
No. That's so risky.
Really? Okay. Dendi also getting the extra damage coming in from the Precision Aura. Almost level 6 on the Drow Ranger. Right now the Bane is sort of shadowing Dendi's movements and maybe gonna try and set something up here. They know that Dendi's making this move bottom. And with the Nature's Prophet having the possibility of TPing in.
Oh, he walked past a sentry.
Oh, that's really unlucky. Oh, man. Well, the plus side, Sven very farmed. He is currently the highest net worth in the game at 3,600 net worth. Just barely ahead of Dendi, who is now going to try and start to deal a little bit of damage to this
Radiant's
tower.
bottom tower is under attack.
Well, I think having Sven at the top of net worth in a matchup like this is the kind of par for the course. The important thing is whether or not he can maintain it once the probably like around the 20-minute mark. That's probably the most important time for Sven, in my opinion.
Okay.
So that's around the time when you have the Mask of Madness as well as Blink Dagger and Echo Saber, and you're looking to either fight or just really solidify your lead. So see if you can keep up his farm.
All right, Slayer knows that Roger is here, but they don't have any dust. He passed by a sentry ward right there. They should realize that the real U is being scouted right now as well. But there is no detection still. Maybe they're hoping that they can go over here by the Ancients and get him to rotate in.
I don't think they expect him to just follow them.
No? Okay.
I mean, the thing is, he can't do anything on his own. You need someone to come in, but no one's coming here, so he's just gonna be annoying.
Radiant's middle tower.
Well, the Earthshaker will stack up the Ancients against. That's a triple stack on him. His top lane, Afterlife phase boots forward with Kong's command out, and well, Seneko gets punched in the face. Dendi is also here. They get the shackle shot, but
He's so tanky.
yeah, I mean,
Radiant's top tower is under
extra
attack.
bonus armor. You get +8 from Wukong's command, helping a lot, but there's just too much physical damage still.
I like this. I really like this build from Dendi. This is pretty much the I'm gonna be fighting for the most part type of build.
Yeah.
Just one power shot, just for the potential to scout things
Dyer's
out,
bottom
or
tower is under attack.
break a tree that a Monkey King is on.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, he didn't go for the the 4-0-2 build. He's gonna go max out Jingu, it seems.
Really? So yeah, he still doesn't have any in Tree Dance.
Yeah. So no tree dance still.
It's definitely another one of those fighty builds. Feels like it's one of the better ones for just like,
Oh, top lane.
yeah, they got her.
They just keep giving him these kills. 6-1 and 5.
Yeah, he has had a hell of a game so far. And I mean, if he really starts gaining these items, Diffusal Blade on the way, that is scary as all hell. Not to mention being able to take off Windrun. Like, Dendi is not going to be safe.
Gonna be some action here, it seems.
Real you, they stun up one. The Impale can come out though. A little bit scary. They've got now the Nyx Assassin caught, but the Static Storm comes down to keep him away. Earthshaker is also going to be killed off by a combination of Dendi as well as Seneko, and the real you had already popped his ultimate. There's going to be the Nightmare to try and make sure that Sven can get out. But the final tally of this one is looking like it's Bane? Moonlight Shadow? He's living, he's running, he's gonna get away, I think. Maybe not. He has another Brain Sap, he has another Nightmare. They've got eyes on him, but yeah, he's gone. So Earthshaker and Bane for the Nyx Assassin, but also the top tower went down by virtue of Afterlife. Who finally gets the point in Tree Dance.
It's not over yet.
Arrow? Okay. General? Trying to TP away. He gets the neutral creep denied. Getting this little taunt as well.
That was pretty funny.
I was sick. Man. 15-9.
Dyer's middle tower
And
is under
Monkey
attack.
King now catching up and eclipsing the Wind Ranger. How does this bode for the rest of the game going forward?
Dire are scanning.
Well, it's definitely not easy for NaVi, but they do have that range advantage, so if they're able to position themselves away from these cores, melee cores in these team fights, I mean, there's always the potential to turn things around, especially since they don't have their BKBs yet. There's a lot of disable on Navi's side. Kinetic field, frost arrows, shackle shot, Nick stun, sprout. Like every hero has a way to kite these melee cores. So before the BKBs come out, they just have to be sure that they take these engagements the way they want to.
All right. Maybe this is one of them. Snako and Roger moving in towards mid. They glimpse back one. That's a better glimpse than we saw in that last game. That other one was rough.
But Crystallize gets caught out again.
Man, Drow Ranger, it's been a sad life. That being said, Mirana is actually below her in net worth.
Mirana definitely having a sad game too, for sure.
Bottom lane, kind of general. It's gonna get eaten up, and really you should be able to take down the rest of this Treants. While mid lane, great combo, Echo Slam laid out, is gonna be able to catch on to Dendy. Can he get away from him? Slowed down to all hell. He took the plus 30 wind run slow talent. Another one of those great kiting mechanisms, and that keeps him alive.
This is kind of scary for Navi having your Drow like this on their farm. I mean, if this keeps up, I mean, Drow kind of needs to be above average in terms of net worth, not exactly like right in the middle. If you don't really have items, it's just so difficult for you to stay alive in these team fights. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if she died in one fissure. You know, you get fissured one time in Boundless Strike, you actually might just be dead. So she needs to find a way to catch up, to at least stay alive, so that you can provide the damage aura to your team. Because otherwise, the team just really doesn't feel like it. They're gonna have enough damage.
I feel like it's just gonna be AFK farm day for her, and like you said, even just honestly sitting at fountain at points just to give that extra damage to the Windrunner.
This is definitely the right choice, where she's gonna go for Hurricane Pike.
Yeah.
So once you have Hurricane Pike, you know you have a lot more stats to tank up and take the hits, and you actually have a way to get some distance. Oh, they found him though.
Good stun.
This is a big kill.
We have another Static Storm down. It's caught onto 2, but they don't have detection. Now they finally get it, and Wukong's command comes out. Afterlife, can they keep them all stuck here? Can they kill him off? It doesn't look like it. They have the Fiend script now used onto Dendy. Can they kill him off? Arrow connect. That's going to be a big one. The Impale is there, though, to try and create that separation. Monkey King, chase forward, Tree Dance, Primal Spring connects onto another. Slowed down, maybe going to be able to find these kills in Drow Ranger. Well, we've seen this story before. General? I mean, he showed up here as well. If they're not careful, even worse. They're not going to go for it. But it's an Earthshaker Blink Dagger now completed at 16 minutes, on top of everything else.
It's always the risk you run when you try to fight at a shrine. Giving his team a lot of time. I think the biggest thing was not having detection right away. They had to wait a second for I think it was Soneko to get close enough to drop a sentry.
Right.
And that was what gave him enough time to kind of counter that initiation from Navi.
I mean, I understand the desire. There was that ward that was placed down on these ancients here that eventually got taken down as Dendy. Oh, Dendy. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. And Roger looks to be able to escape.
Oh, he's gonna get slept here.
Yeah, okay, never mind. Well, from bad to worse to terrible. 22-12, and bottom lane, General gets the kill onto G, so it's still gonna be the Mirana sacrificing her life, basically, for the rest of the team to run around and find kills, but I can't help but feel like this is Vega pretty happy with the results so far.
Oh yeah, they're definitely happy with what's going on right now. They're about to finish Diffusal on the Monkey King. They're also gonna finish it on the Mirana as well. And Sven still top net worth. I mean, he went for Heaven's Halberd first. Kind of interesting. I think he doesn't really feels like he doesn't really need the Blink Dagger yet, simply because the rest of the team is doing very well. He isn't required to jump in, start fights off.
Yeah. Slayer
finishing the Blink Dagger at a pretty early time, and Monkey King having a good start. I think this is the right way to go.
Yeah. Orchid also. And now the smoke up. Who are they gonna find though? Are they going into Roche? Huh. Okay. Looks like this one is not gonna be scouted. And Vega are looking in the wrong direction. This is the same thing that happened last game. Na'Vi just kind of got away with the free Roche, and I mean, when you're already doing really good, if you aren't able to compound that advantage with Roshan, it really hurts your overall game.
It's always a very sneaky maneuver. You know, you make it look like you're smoked out. Oh, crystallize, not like this.
Yeah.
I don't think they can save him. Can they save him?
Do they know that the rest of them are right there? Crystallize, gonna get slept and most likely just gonna be brought down here. They still are hanging on to Fiend's Grip.
Unfortunate for Na'Vi, they lose their Drill Ranger again, but like I was saying, or as I was saying, seeking Roshan like that is always a really good move because it's just so unpredictable. You know you're ahead. Oh, they see Soneko. Is he gonna snipe the courier?
What? Okay. Soneko just gets away.
Oh, and Dendi, he finds a kill on Bane.
Okay. Roger.
Dendi has a Blink Dagger.
They just picked that one up. Fissure,
oh,
they don't connect it right there. They're going to be able to connect over here, though, onto the Nyx Assassin. Over here in the bottom lane, Afterlife goes down. They don't kill off Roger in the meantime, so a couple of missed opportunities. And G, like you said, he's going to go down as well. Multiple kills across the map. They're just falling apart again. What's going on?
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I think Dendi getting a pick off with a Blink Dagger, okay, you know, can't say much about that, right? It's a Blink reveal. But then Monkey King still chasing Disruptor, and then he gets stunned because the power shot cuts his tree.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big mistake at that point. You know, your team's already backed up, and your Bane would just died in the mid lane. So mistakes have been made. And then G, maybe he's just not respecting this Nature's Prophet enough, but Nature's Prophet is going to be there if you're low on health, and he has revealed his Orchid already, so...
Yeah.
I mean, even though he didn't need the Orchid there, he saw that G was farming with absolutely nothing.
Right.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, the gank potential for this lineup with the Roger and Nature's Prophet, like, this is why I was, you know, so surprised that we ended up seeing it. Oh, Roger? Fissure? Detection? They got it. They're playing around this well now.
They're probably just like, whatever. This will happen eventually.
That's all 5 of them. My God.
But this is the strength of the Drow lineup. You know, you look at General. He's got Shadow Blade, Drum, Phase, Orchid, and he's hitting for 270, well, 268.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a real problem that they're going to need to deal with. And, I mean, even Disruptor at this point, like, his right clicks, they're not inconsequential. It's a decent amount of damage. And, like, if they win a fight, all of a sudden, you are going to be dealing so much more damage to those towers. General? God, they need to jump so bad. Now they see it, they gate the tree down. Dendi is there to the follow-up, and Silence going to be killed. Like, that's a... Oh, man. It really hurts. Vega have to get a gem. Do they have one?
I don't know if you can invest in one like that. I think you're just gonna shoot yourself in the foot if you end up investing in a gem. I think you just have to be prepared with sentries and play around those areas, because if you end up buying a gem, unless you stick together, your chances of losing it are incredibly high. And if you end up sticking together, I don't see how you're going to win this game down the line, because you're most likely going to get outfarmed against Nature's Prophet.
I mean, down the line, they have to deal with right now. This is a tier 2 tower, and Age is still around for another minute. Can they do anything afterwards?
They want to catch Soneko. I mean, this doesn't amount to anything, really.
AP is coming in. He's not going to get anything off there. Dendi? They're thinking about going on him. Just Dendi in general here. Ah, they're running.
Well, they can't go because he doesn't have Shackle again.
Okay.
They do get a tier 2.
That's a lot of gold right there. Afterlife has that Fusel Blade like we talked about, but also now going back for the BKB and then the 275 health talent. He's getting big, but not big enough yet. Echo, bottom lane, found themselves a general, and they take him down.
Your phase
Well done.
ends.
All right, that's a very big kill because I think that should be enough for them to want to go for a second tower.
Dyer's
But
bottom
we'll see it.
is
We'll
under
see how they
attack.
really feel about it. Maybe they just take one.
Dyer's
Didn't
bottom
even
tower
deny.
has been denied.
They're gonna back away after that one.
All right. So, state of the game right now. You talked about the capabilities of Navi to kite away the melee cores, but you also mentioned that BKBs were going to be a really key moment when those come out, and maybe the moment where Vega Squadron try and like really take their hold of this game. Do you still think that they have the possibility of doing that when these BKBs come out?
It's gonna be much harder when BKBs come out. It's definitely Vega's time to shine. There's really not too many answers for Sven when you have the or when he has the BKB. It's just pretty much gonna be Sprout, and that's it. So you better hit your Sprouts. Otherwise, you better keep your distance.
Yeah. Oh, and he has a Quelling Blade too.
Radiant are scanning.
So they're kind of prepared for that if it does happen. Now, and I guess general split pushing is going to be the other big thing to watch. How many pickoffs Roger's going to be able to find. He's going back for the Yule Scepter next, but they're kind of sticking together, and it looks like they want to try and make something happen up top. BKB done for Dendi, though.
Let me see. Monkey King is about to finish his in the 1,000 gold. So, I mean, Navi, they want to take a fight right now. They think now is the best time because there are no BKBs on their cores, and they're definitely right about that. Oh, they're gonna find the Bane.
Oh, not a bad one to start it off. Dendi finds the Shackle as well. Static Storm down onto 2, but they're still doing the damage with Sven right there up front in the center, but the turnaround comes out. They don't have any way to take this down. Real Yu is kited and controlled and killed off. And, well, they throw out the Wukong's command, but they've already lost his Sven. They've already lost the Bane. General might go down here. He's not even going to die. And now
Okay, now
Monkey
they got
King
him.
is going to fall. So they lose
Oh, they're gonna
General.
find more too.
But, yeah, this is quite bad. Hey, go Slayer, turn around! Oh my god, Slayer! Oh,
Radiant's middle
have
tower is
mercy!
under attack.
Have mercy! That
Oh
is
my
a full
goodness.
freaking wipe. Holy
Will
Toledo!
always claim
Slayer's
victory.
like, yeah, just keep coming. I promise, it'll be fine.
Radiant's
And he
middle
just
tower
eats
is
them all
under
up.
attack.
I blame General for that. He made a bunch of trees next to them. And I think Slayer, thanks to the ward, I think this ward was able to see, like, as they were, or what they were walking to the left side with. And there was creeps in the lane as well, so they can see everything. Slayer just waited till they grouped up, and holy crap, that Echo.
It was looking
Did you-
so bad.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're gonna group up for an Echo, I mean, that's instant death for your entire team.
Yeah. Well, Vega Squadron ended up pulling it back around off of an Earthshaker, and look at that, 7,500 net or experience lead now, and Earthshaker is the highest level in the game. He does buy a gem now as well. That is hilarious. As I just missed another kill like an idiot, but G is gonna go down there. A quick combo. Dendi does it.
Well, Dendi is now the highest level again. Sitting at 19. Does have a double damage, so the rest of the team, oh, Bane
Fissure.
looking to be very dead.
General
He's
shows
stunned.
up.
Oh, nice dodge, but
Yeah.
goodbye anyways.
Yeah, he's gonna be going down there, but General's still looking for more. Not gonna be able to get it.
This is definitely a good move from
Radiant's middle
Navi.
tower is under attack.
They're not deterred by that gargantuan
Radiant's middle tower has
Echo
fallen.
Slam, because they know it is now down. Going to take this moment to make moves on the map. They know that's still going to be down for a little bit. Gonna go for Roshan next.
Shackle there onto
Dyer's
Roche,
top tower
but
is under attack.
Static Storm down as well.
Oh, are they gonna make it in time? Yeah, they're gonna make it in time. They can't do this. Echo Slam is back. Oh, but General knows he's here.
General. They're walking forward. He's still invis. They don't scout him though. They don't know where the Earthshaker is right now. Summon some trees. That's a lot of trees. They will be able to force them back, and Roger's still walking forward.
I think they're okay with this though. They just needed to make sure that it wasn't going to be another free Roshan for NaVi. So this time, they have everything up now, and Roshan is still going to be there whenever they take the next fight. Like, this is a good time for. I'd say both teams would like to smoke up right now. There's BKBs on Vega now as well. Maybe you just go into Roshan.
Yeah. Okay, I'd be down to.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Looks like it's going to be the Mjolnir next for Dendi. He has a Perseverance too. So
I think he wants to get the Lincolns first.
Okay. Alright, that's fair enough. Nyx Assassin Ags is going to be the next one.
This is nice though. Dendi has the 40 movement speed talent as well as the Invis wind run now. So, I mean, he's going to be very annoying to catch. Alright, here we go. Vega are smoked up. Roger's going to break it, but this is really bad if he dies here.
They can't even get the channel off. I mean, he just spiked Carapace and run away.
Well, this is...
They don't want to use the BKB for this. They all have to stick around. That is not the way that Vega wanted to use all of those BKBs. They get a quick glimpse right there of Slayer. But that's the end of it. Now smoke up by NaVi.
Oh, they're gonna do this again? They're gonna sneak Roshan?
This is super bold. I mean, it doesn't look like Vega know about it, though.
I think it's because they expect to smoke themselves, too.
Yeah. Well, Roche is starting to fall. They scanned in the area, but nobody from Vega is walking over, and now they're gonna realize a bit too late that this was not what they wanted to do. They walk forward, and Roche goes down, jump forward. The real you might just get impaled. They glimpse him away. That is gotta hurt.
Did they do that again? I think maybe Vega are just showing too much respect for NaVi's like potential engagement. I guess they're just really scared of NaVi initiating on them, and they're just not taking the risk. I think at that point it might even be worth just like shooting arrows into the pit, you know, just to make absolutely sure that they're not pulling another fast one on you.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, something certainly.
Oh, top lane Monkey King is gonna get caught here.
Another shackle. And I mean, you can understand the desire there to want to push out the lanes, but now what was looking so good for you after that Echo Slam just a couple minutes ago, NaVi are now pressuring the top lane. They've got Aegis. Like, there's no buyback for Monkey King either, but it doesn't look like they're going to try and press their luck. They're just going to push out the wave and then back out again. But NaVi are definitely feeling like they're more in control of the game now. I don't know. Isn't this the timing when Vega are supposed to be doing stuff with the BKBs?
I mean, they'd like to, but this is a nature's prophet game. You always have to keep in mind, you know, if you decide to take an engagement together, most likely you're gonna get all your lanes pushed in, and then what, right? You win a team fight, so what?
Yeah.
You can't do too much with it. In fact, you might even lose objectives yourself when you make plays like that. So it's a very like patient style type of game you have on your hands here, and you just have to really wait for your time. So they're gonna smoke out now because the lanes aren't right next to their base.
Right.
They have no more tier 2s to lose as well.
Now this top lane is kind of left alone here. If you're NaVi, you might be seeing that and recognizing that there could be something coming their way.
The seeds
Oh, Dendi, is he gonna get caught here? No, not again. He does not go down. He doesn't even get touched. They're gonna focus down here towards Roger, maybe. And I mean, I guess that there's potential there. Do they have detection at all? They had a gem earlier, I thought I saw. Yeah, Earthshaker has the gem. And let's see, walk over in time. They should see it.
They'll see him. They'll see him.
Yeah, there he is. Wait, what? Okay, they have to come back and defend top.
No, they didn't. They didn't go on that because they don't see the rest of NaVi. They assume that they're all smoked up behind him, or nearby him. They don't risk it.
Well, Aegis still 2 minutes before it's going to expire. Arrow not going to connect onto anybody. And again, keep away being played by NaVi as they farm out the rest of the map.
And this is kind of like the mentality that Vega have most likely or going to have for the rest of the game. Like NaVi has just instilled this fear into them that they're playing as if they're always going to be there ready whenever someone shows themselves on the map.
Right. Power shot goes through. That might signal to Vega that Dendy's over by the Ancient Sword. They're just going to have to back out again. Roger. Arrow goes out. Ooh, dodge, but they get him. Fissure is out. Dendy, though, he gets the shackle onto the Sven. Does he have enough damage? It doesn't look like it. BKB is out, and now Dendy needs to be careful. Needs to back out of there. They're really chasing, wanting to find him. They have Blink again in a second. Still silence, though, from the Mask of Madness, so they can't connect. They can't kill. As Afterlife pops BKB, tries to turn, take down Crystallize. It's looking rather good for Vega, but that shackle is so good. In the meantime, this Bane, they can't run down Dendy yet. The Aegis is going to end up coming back up now, and they are going to be able to kill off Crystallize. As Dendy jumps forward another time and takes down that Bane. But with Dendy there, they're deciding to back out again. G kills off the Nature's Prophet, who is ratting the bottom lane. And meanwhile, the jump back in, the real you trying to take down Dendy. He doesn't have God Strength anymore. I don't know if he has enough damage for this. They have Windrun back up again, and Dendy just going to be able to run away from him if he wants. Power shot there as well, but Afterlife looking... I think that somebody is dying here, probably. Nice catch, but not enough. Glimpse away.
Man, without focus fire and without your drow ranger alive for the extra damage, Denny really doesn't do that much to the Sven.
Yeah. I mean, will Mjolnir help with that, or is that still not that big of a deal?
Mjolnir definitely helps because it makes it so that you don't have to always rely on focus fire. You definitely have a lot more in terms of attack speed. Uh-oh, Monkey King might be dead here.
Shackle, focus fire, and... Well, this time they did have Drow Ranger, but... Nightmare? Do they have the follow-up? General showing up to this.
I think they just run away. It's right next to a shrine, so you don't want to take a fight right there.
Every coin helps.
The big bad guy from a little bit earlier, Mr. Slayer, has not really been able to accomplish that much since that big Echo Slam earlier, but he is level 20. I guess that he also helped with the crystallized kill that happened over there by the
A gift from the Tempest of
offlane camp. Says Bane most likely gonna die again.
They just don't want to risk it. It's too close to the base.
Oh, they can't get him. Yeah, they're too far away. That wind run invis, I think that Bane catches them there, otherwise it's a nightmare.
Dendy definitely wants to hit 25 as soon as possible. That 30% cooldown reduction is going to help him so much.
Yeah. You don't think that the attack range is worth it?
No, not at all. 30% is just way too good. I mean, it means you get to blink, you know, that much sooner. What is it? 30% of 12. It's gonna be like what, 3.5, 3 point something?
For what, the blink?
Yeah, for the blink. And then you get faster shackle shots, you get faster wind run. I mean, with a 30% cooldown reduction, you're basically Weaver. So.
Yeah. It's not bad. I mean, he doesn't have the same movement speed, but it's a decent amount. Spike Carapace off the cleave. But it was a cute play. Might not have been a good play. There's a lot more people there than we were expecting.
It's just making space. Sees all 5 heroes. Not too bad.
Radiant's top shrine.
Roche has the potential to respawn in 20 seconds, as shrines are going to get taken now by NaVi. And if they had trouble coming up to contest Roche before, that's going to be even worse now.
Shrine has fallen.
Mjolnir now finished. Gonna see lightning all over the place.
And I mean, Drow is still relatively like low net worth compared to the other cores, but she's got her
Radiant are
levels.
scanning.
You know, like the level 18, so does have that extra damage being given to the rest of her team. 69 currently.
Yeah, doing perfectly fine. You know, just itemizing to survive is really all you look for at the moment.
One of me ain't enough.
I think level 20 you go with the extra strength as well. Just really boost your health as much as possible.
Yeah, it's a lot of strength. I mean, obviously you can go more glass cannon to help out the rest of your team, but staying alive helps them more regardless. So talk to me a little bit about where you see this going over the next few minutes. Like, it's a sheepstick on Nature's Prophet. It feels as if he can pick off just about anybody, but is this next Roche going to kind of determine who has the edge to you, or is it like, who do you feel like is in the lead right now?
I say it's like pretty even right now.
Yeah.
I think like as your BKB starts to run low though for Vega, that's when the game gets much harder for you. Because not only are you dealing with a team that has a ton of disables for your melee cores, you're gonna be dealing with a team that will have even more disables in the future. You're gonna have 30% cooldown reduction, and you're gonna have sheepstick on Nature's Prophet, as well as the Yules on Nyx and the Scepter that's gonna be coming up for him. So they're just stacking on disables non-stop. Uh-oh. Mid lane though, Snako looks like he's gonna die here for free.
Yeah, easy pick off, stun, and take it down. And now, with no Snako for 50 seconds, Vega feeling confident to walk into Roche. They're gonna get down some wards, maintain vision advantage, try and secure this.
My eyes closed.
Big pick off.
I'm sure NaVi know that this is happening as well, but without your disruptor, it's gonna be very difficult to fight. I'm gonna give it up.
To the immortality.
Keep farming and pushing out the lanes. Already pinging out that bottom lane to be pressured.
So if you're Vega, since you know BKB charges are going to be wearing low in a little while and that you're going to run into these issues with them kiting you constantly, do you think about just all-inning for a lane of racks? Or do you have to like push out all the creep waves first and then go in for that push high ground? Oh? Bane? Does he find him here? He's found General. This is potentially huge. They come in as well with Slayer. They're going to be able to find him now. And well, Monkey King showing up. The Fiend script, long duration. They've got a lot of stun. The arrow from long range as well. The kill steal is perfect. And he's dead for 70, no buyback.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the thing, right? He's dead for 70 seconds, but look at where the lanes are right now. They are almost all of them are across the mid lane.
Static Storm. It didn't end up working for him, but they do get the lift up. Impale is there as well as the Gust. They can maybe chase this out right now if they want to. Dendi is down here towards the south, blinks up and away. They're going to be able to go for that arrow. Misses. But still, pressure is coming. Monkey King is not there with them. He's going to push out bottom and then group up again.
This is going to be a slow and steady process for Vega. They know that Nature's Prophet is dead, but every lane is just pushed out so far. They can only pick one, and I think this tier 2 is pretty much all they're going to get. You really can't go to get too much more.
I mean, could they think about going high ground at all? They do have Aegis.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yes.
Sven is pretty strong, but he's not the one with the Aegis, so it's kind of risky.
Okay.
If anyone's going to be hitting the high ground, it's going to be Mirana, but Mirana doesn't have the extra range, which I think is like also very risky to hit high ground with, or without it.
More trees here created as well, which Monkey King is now going to be running around it as a banana in. Doesn't find the Nature's Prophet, unfortunately, but we'll still try and push out the creep wave. I guess the other thing that I'm looking at, though, is like there's still the potential that Sven just jumps in and cleaves everybody to death. Like he still does so much damage, and if he gets on top of the Drow, that kind of like we've seen the issues that the damage that they sometimes have is Dendi Gonna try and get set up here with Afterlife. They get the sheep off, but well, that's gonna be the long range stun. Doesn't end up working. The Echo Slam turnaround and the BKB pop. My gosh! All right, they hit hard.
Did get there first.
Wait, what? I was so confused about that though. What happened to the shackle?
I don't completely understand.
You know that thing? You know that thing you were talking about? How General could put the sprout behind, so it's like double the chance. He even did that.
Yeah.
And the shackle didn't come out in time.
I don't know.
So I'm very confused as to why that was such a delayed shackle.
That was a very weird thing.
Now it's looking very dangerous for them.
Yeah. They have the Roger Aghanims and a Glyph as well, but oh my god, are they gonna get him? They force stab him to the wrong side. He gets the Yule Scepter lift up, immediately taken back down again though, and now Dendy forced to buy back, but Vega Squadron. This is the only game that they need to move on to the grand finals, face Empire for a spot. The Perfect World Miner. Shackle's not gonna latch. That is the first lane of barracks down. Vega Squadron hitting good.
Yeah, making good use of this opportunity they had from Slayer. That huge echo, killing 2 cores. I think General's not even close to a buyback. He needs 1,000 gold. I think he might even consider TPing up top to push everyone back.
Yeah, there's pings coming out that way. Not sure who it was that was pinging it, but it looks like Vega don't want to even give him the opportunity. They are going to back out instead. Force General away before he even gets there.
Oh no, the Treant. Slayer, he's going to be looking for Nature's Prophet, but I don't think he's going to find anything. He's already gone, so.
Yeah, they have that ward there to see whenever he tries to TP in, but they want to check to make sure that they could find him since they have the gem on the Earthshaker. All right, level 25s. What do we have? Mirana ended up going for the multi-shot arrows. Some good vision that you get there. Damage for the Sven. Windrunner went for the cooldown reduction. And we got Monkey Kings coming up pretty soon.
I think you take that Boundless crit.
That's so good.
Yeah, it's just too good. And I'm actually really surprised to see just how popular this multi-shot Mirana talent is.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, and you never know. You hit 2 people with it, or even if it helps you, you know, kind of ensure that you hit at least 1 person, it's pretty effective.
Oh, turnaround, Static Storm, but he's already got the BKB off. That was an Ag Static Storm, but the real Yui had already popped this BKB before he went in, and Seneko wasted it. He is going to get destroyed, and now no Nyx, no Disruptor. This could just be game.
I think this might be. I wouldn't say it's game, but it's another set of racks.
Yeah.
For sure. I think NaVi will continue to fight until they're mega. Oh, even the zoning ult from Monkey King.
Get out of here. We don't want to see none of your shenanigans, misters. Arrow. Oh my god, he almost got both of them. He does get crystallized. Denny was just barely able to escape from that one. Have you ever seen an arrow hit 2 people at once?
I saw an arrow hit all 3 people at once.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah, I think it was actually a Twitch highlight. I think no one did it.
Oh man.
Oh,
Another arrow. It's hard to dodge away from them. There's so many coming at you. Slayer just gonna keep on throwing them out, but mega creeps are there. And what's your answer now?
The Radiant now have mega creeps.
They are good to go. Vega Squadron on the verge of eliminating NaVi from the Perfect World Miner. Another combo comes out. That fissure just forcing the rest of NaVi back. Nowhere left to go. The Shackle, there aren't any trees over there, but they do still find the kill. They got to find some answers, and very quickly, because this is looking like the game is going to favor of Vega.
They're just trying to find whatever they can here. They're gonna try to beat mega creeps.
Oh, BKB popped. Call that a win for Dendy, but he wants more. He's hungry. They find G. Shaker jumps away again. Can't get him. I mean, eventually you see it, like, crystallized going for the Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, they're chasing.
Are you kidding me? They're going in.
I mean, you might as well, right? You're in this position. You might as well try.
They don't have any buyback either.
It's coming.
MKB
Alright.
done.
From the tempest of
Crystallize is going to be going for Agnum Scepter. I would say that's a good option here since you are up against the Mega Creeps. Dendi has Mjolnir, but I don't even know if Mjolnir on Windrunner really does too much for Mega Creeps.
Yeah.
I mean, there really isn't a better option, but he's not exactly the greatest for this. And Roger gets picked off again. General Jungle Creeps. I think he needs a Mjolnir as well. He has one queued up.
Well, 48 minutes in, and it is feeling like this is the final push for NaVi to defend. 60
They're not gonna
seconds
give up.
without Roger, but I mean, you need a miracle and a half.
Roger is extremely good at defending high ground. That Scepter, but unfortunately overstepping his boundaries. All right, this is probably it. Moonshard up on Sven as well.
The big bad man.
And he has MKB. Oh yeah, this is bad. Oh, triple arrow.
It doesn't end up connecting.
Oh.
They're able to dodge at that time. They get the shackle, static storm down as well, but they just do not do nearly enough damage right now. Afterlife runs out of his Funk's command, and well, they've already lost the Nature's Prophet. Everybody on Vega Squadron alive, and GG,
nice
well
little
played is
echo.
called. The final tally ends up being Vega Squadron going to the grand finals to face off against Empire. Steven, did you believe we were going to see it?
Well, to be fair, I didn't really see much of it, so it's hard to say. I think all the teams are clearly, evolving and stepping up their game. So, I mean, congrats to Vega. And you said it was going to grand finals, right? I mean, I wouldn't have known it was Empire in the finals either.
Yeah. I think that NaVi were looking like the best team out of CIS like about a week ago, and people are starting to catch up a little bit now. I was expecting to see an Empire versus NaVi grand finals because we've seen that in like 4 different LAN qualifiers already, but now it's Vega Squadron that are stepping up to the plate, and they're going to be the ones to challenge Empire for the Perfect World Minor. And that one, I don't remember exactly when the Perfect World Minor is going to take place, but it's actually a relatively long event if I'm not mistaken. I think it's going to be like a week long or something crazy. So a lot of Dota to be played there. What do you think though? Empire versus Vega, who do you see coming away with this in the grand finals in just a little while?
That's very tough to answer at this point. I think a lot has changed since the last time we watched these teams. This is feeling very much like the NA region. It's just like one team takes a qualifier, the next one takes another qualifier. It's just extremely even and extremely competitive this season, it seems. It's just too hard to make a guess.
All right, well, we'll be back in just a few, ladies and gents. Game number 1 of Vega versus Empire will be taking place in a little while. I'm going to do a little bit of research, talk with the admins, and figure out when it is, but I hope that you guys enjoy the broadcast. Myself, Lyrical, as well as Aosin, your 2 casters for this one. Be sure to tune in a little while. I'll give you updates in probably like 3 minutes, and then we'll figure it out. See y'all in a few for game number 1 of Vega versus Empire.